I want to start with you, Dom. You're from McKinsey, and McKinsey is releasing their data around gender equality, and this is a really big deal. Out of all of the issues that you could have championed, you've chosen to champion equality. And why is promoting equality really important to you and to McKinsey?
Thank you very much. I think we look at it not as just a moral issue, but a economic and performance issue. And we have a mission statement that has two parts. It's to attract, retain and develop the most outstanding people we can find, and to have lasting client impact with our with clients. And if you look at that first part of our mission, we are not fulfilling it because when you look at the numbers that are here, 41% of our 21,000 employees are women. But if you actually then look at the leadership group, it's a smaller number, and there's just no way we can say that we do fulfill that mission if we're not at the 50% level. And so that's the drive. It's about leadership and talent. And the only thing I'd say is we've been working on this for a while. We've tried various different things. I've tried it through appointing more women into leadership roles. Obviously, they had to deserve it because the women would get more angry than men if they felt you were doing anything funny on that front. But we pushed it. My view is let's walk the talk, not talk the talk type of thing. But what we found is it was very gradual. We've been at this for about 5 years. And Funzili mentioned the sort of 118 years. My view is it would probably take us 70 years to get to where we were. So we needed a jolt, a kick in the behind, if I might say, on ourselves. So that's what we did, and we thought we've got to be very ambitious about the target, and we've got to get to 50%. We want to get to 40% from 24% on the senior leadership side. We want to do it in 5 years, and that's going to take a lot of effort. And so we're going to have to talk about it, and we're going to have to lead it. And I think it's your whole point. It's men need to lead. This isn't a women's issue. We need to do it because it'll affect the performance of our firm and mission. So that's the background.
Amazing. That's a great answer. Thank you very much. Dennis, I'd like to go to you next. You're from PWC. The research that you've done at PWC, and I've read this report, it's amazing. Thank you for doing that, suggests that teams that are diverse statistically make better decisions as stronger teams. Can you talk to that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So at PwC, as the data would indicate, we actually achieve parity at the entry level. And so we start with a really good base and foundation for where we have come from. Our biggest challenge, if we have a challenge, is that when we get to the leadership levels, partner level and above, it falls off in a very dramatic way. We have about 20% of our partners globally who are female. And so we have a significant issue with how we think about how we progress the gender discussion throughout the whole of the organization. And the reason why we believe the leadership challenge is so important to us is, without question, when you bring people with different backgrounds, diverse backgrounds, gender, culture, whatever, to deal with an issue, to deal with a challenge, there is no question, the research would suggest that you come up with a much better, a much more creative solution than if you just had a bunch of white males sitting around the table and talking about the problem.